All right, cross-examination. That's why I'm going to talk louder too, so make sure it picks up my volume. Goody, goody, goody. Any questions? No. Perfect. Okay. What is a cross-examination? Yeah.
So when you talk to the victim, like the other victim during, right?
Yeah, you ask people questions. Okay, you're talking to them. So they're going to get up and give their first little speech, and instead of interrupting and asking a question right then, you wait till they're finished, then you ask questions. Just like in class, when I say I'm going through slides, wait to the end to ask a question, not in the middle, okay? That's exactly what you're doing during cross-examination, okay? It can be used to do a number of different things. First and foremost, you want to catch your opponent off guard, okay? When you have your speech in front of you, you know what you are going to say, okay? It's easy to say on script. When you don't have a speech and you're just asked questions, you got to actually think, okay? This is where you check to see if your opponent actually knows what they're talking about. Okay, this is where you want to see what they're doing. This is an example of good example of this. Donald Trump, when he is using a teleprompter and giving a speech that was pre-written for him, or Donald Trump when he goes off script and just starts speaking. Okay? There's a really big difference there. One of them is saying one thing, what they want to say. The other one, heaven only knows where he's going with it. Okay? As an example of that. You want to catch your opponent off guard. You also want to use this to strengthen your own case, okay? So for example, if you heard your opponent say something that you know is wrong, and your case directly counters that, you want to zone in on that, ask a bunch of questions about that, trying to make your own case, okay? Any questions over that? This is just why we do this, so you know that. Also, you get to argue with people and get away with it, which is super fun. Okay? Number one, first thing you need to do is listen. Why is it important to listen? Okay? Find a weak link. It would really stink if you had a bunch of questions written that had nothing to do with their case. Okay? Because then you basically lose. You want to make sure that your questions have to do with their case. Okay? And it's best to start off with a list of possible questions. Why? Yeah. Okay. It's preparation. It gives you something to start with. Sometimes you're going to get there and you're like, I don't know what to say. You at least have something that you can get you going. Okay? It's that motivation to kind of start the ball rolling. Once it starts going, it's kind of that snowball effect. Okay? It starts off small and slowly starts growing until it hits the house and destroys everything. Okay? Which is what you want to do. Start your questions off small. Okay? Pretty soon you're rolling on the mountain. You just take out their entire house, which is their argument. Okay? Write additional questions as they speak. Why do you want to write stuff down as they speak? Yeah. Okay, ask them later. They might say something in their case that is super, super bad for their case. Okay, if you catch that, hook that, and just go. Okay, hit it hard, hit it often. That's a good time to do that. So if they say something and you're like, boom, it just pops out to you, write it down. Okay, we're going to go over ways that you can look for stuff ahead of time, anticipating what they might say. So you can look up arguments online that are going to attack that. If they hit one of those that you've researched and you know, hit them hard and hit them often. Just like keep punching until they go down. Okay. Also, it's important to know what you want to hear. Okay. Have the ends in mind. Why is that important? You want to know what you want them to say.
Oh, so we need to know to ask them?
Yeah, okay. If you're trying to get somewhere you've never been before, do you pull up your phone and look where it's going and get directions? Or do you just start driving and hope you end up there? Okay, if you go to like New York City, okay, that's a big city, and you're trying to get from one place to another. Okay, you're trying to get from the airport to the Empire State Building. And you want to get there quick. You got a certain amount of time. You got a meeting there. Okay? It's best for you to look on your phone and have a map. Okay, you want to know kind of where you're getting. Otherwise, you're just going to get out of the airport and start driving. You might get there, okay, or you might end up in Boston. Okay, you want to know where you're going. Same kind of thing with that. And be precise. Why is it important to be precise? What does precise mean? Short, simple, to the point. Okay, why is it important to be to the point? You get, one, you have a 2-minute time limit. This gives you time to ask all your questions that you want. Okay. Number two is it gets them to say what you want them to say. You are trying to trap someone with their words. Okay, this gets you to that point where you can trap them with your words and be accurate. Why is it important to be accurate?
You can use that against.
What?
You can use that against.
They're going to use that against you. Okay, don't start talking about stuff that has nothing to do with the case. Then you're like off in la la land and people don't know what's going on. Okay, you don't want to be that kind of person. And be focused. Again, stay on the topic. Be focused. Zoom in on them so that you are going at them, not around them. Okay. So, actually doing it, first thing to do is start with calmer questions. Why should you start small? Okay? Gives you a chance to see what they know. Another technique is when you start off with simple stuff, they're going to kind of naturally think, oh, they're not going to be so aggressive. They're going to let their guard down. Okay? That's when you punch them square in the face. Not literally, okay, but punch them with that question. Because they're not expecting it. Okay? If I think that Sarah and I are about to get in a fight, okay, and I come up to her and she's like kind of calm, okay? And then I'm gonna calm down. Next thing you know, she punches me square in the face. And I'm like, whoa, wasn't expecting that. Versus like up here with my hand up, ready to defend myself. Okay, if they're ready to defend themselves, it's gonna be harder to get that jab in and get them when they least expect it. Also, it's nice to start off slow. It makes it easier for you. So start off slow, not snow. Snow's great too, okay? Start off slow, get more intense as you go. To the point of you're just like pound, 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 pound. Questions at the end. I'll give you an example in a sec, okay? Ask questions in sequence. Don't just come out right away. Did you kill someone? Okay? No one's going to admit to that. Trick them, okay? Do you know this person? Okay? Have you made comments in the past about being frustrated with someone? Okay? You ever made a comment, God, I just want to kill them? Okay? It doesn't matter if it's sarcastic. Have you said that? Yes. Okay, thank you. What about this? What about this? Did you kill this person? Now they're like, and they're looking not good, okay? When you hear what you want, interrupt. Okay? Have you ever said, God, I just want to kill them? Yes, but no, don't tell me but you were joking. That's not the point. Right now, did you do it? Yes or no? Yes. Thank you. And then keep talking. Okay, this is kind of that aggressive, nope, I got my point, keep moving forward with it. And do not let them interrupt you. Why? Yeah, it is your 2 minutes to ask questions. Do not let them ask questions. Okay, when I was in debate, I had this one kid once who I thought was going to be good, and he wasn't. He came in with like a briefcase and a suit, and he looks all fancy, and I'm like, oh, this is going to stink. He looked like an attorney. And I started asking him questions, and then he responds with a question. Look at him and say, excuse me, you have had your chance to ask questions. This is my turn. I'll ask the questions. You'll answer them. Wow. Thank you. Which was fun, because he literally like took a step back, and I'm like, yes. And my judge, like at that point, just sat back in her chair and smiled, and I knew I had won the debate. Okay? Don't let him ask questions. He was like super embarrassed, and I'm like, yeah, it's awesome, because I was kind of a jerk. Okay? Right there. Now, I'm going to pause the video.